Toni is back, and with the help of Dime, she is starting to win over Amp. But will this compromise Amp's relationship with Madam? What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queen's Men video. And in this one, we're going to be talking about who is Amp going to choose, Toni or Madam? If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queen's Men content and conversations. Your girl is dropping new videos every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Yeah, I got you. If there's something to be said about the series, I'm talking about it. And you want to be here while I'm talking about it. And you also want to share your thoughts in the comment section so that we can keep the conversation going, because that's how it works. I'm your good sis you love to talk TV with, and if there's a series that you're obsessed with, I'm probably obsessed with it as well, and I'm the perfect person to talk about it with. So let's get into this, because I was so surprised watching Amp decide that he was going to give Toni a chance. Forgiving her is one thing. Voicing his concerns, confronting her about his concerns, and then hearing her out is one thing. Forgiving her is one thing, because forgiveness is for you and not the person. But for them to end and him to reach out his hand and tell her he loved her back and all of that jazz, talking about something he's open to like fostering a relationship with her, I was not expecting for that to happen so quickly. So now she has an end, and she also has a vendetta for Madam, and she's working with some ominous force in the damn background to try to come for Madam, which means what? Amp, if you are now making amends with your mama and your mama is now coming for Madam and you gonna stand on the side of your mama, that means that your ass is going up against Madam. Immediately, yes. But the thing is, y'all, I don't know if Amp would outright just choose Toni over Madam, at least at the point that we're at. I'm recording this before we get to see episode 8, and I think that we're going to watch a lot of this play out over the course of the rest of the season for sure. So the question is, who is he going to choose? I think the hurt child in him, I think the hurt teenager in him, I think the hurt young man, the young adult, the man who spent 9 years of his life in jail, not being able to call home and get his mama to pick up and answer for him and support him through that trying time, would choose his mama. Wants to be able to make a choice in present day that makes all of the past trauma, all of the betrayal, all of the disrespect, all of the dismissal disappear. But it doesn't actually work like that. So I think that there's a very real case to be made of Amp standing on the side of his mom, just off the strength of like wanting to heal the hurt that he's experienced. Not necessarily as a vendetta for Madam, but just for that. On top of the fact of, I don't think that Toni is actually going to be outright in her plan, or at least communicating her plan to Amp. I think that if we are going to watch Amp choose Toni, it's going to kind of happen accidentally, because Toni is going to be so secretive. She's going to be coercing him along the way, and he's thinking that he's just giving his mom a chance at the behest of his girlfriend, who has forgiven him for some trifling things. So he's trying to listen to her and follow her lead and show her a different man in him. So he's giving Toni a ton of leeway. And I think that Toni is going to have him play particular parts within her plan, but then it's not going to be fully clear without all of the context of the actual plan. So he doesn't know that he's choosing his mom. He doesn't know that he's betraying Madam until it's too late. So if it plays out, it's going to play out like that. Now, there is a argument to be made, right, that he could just outright choose his mom because Madam tried to kill him. But I do believe that Amp forgave her for that. I think that Amp really did understand what her position was, understand who she is as a person. And at its core, when she got real, Madam was there for him when he went to prison. And then Madam was there when he got out of prison. And when his ex-girlfriend's mama thought that she was going to have her sons kill him as soon as he got out of prison, Madam was there with that gold gun and say, yeah, not on my watch, ho. Not on my watch. And hopefully those things come up for Amp when he is finally presented with the information around his mother, what her true motives is, and what she has planned for Madam, so that maybe he is a big part of what saves Madam from whatever it is that Toni is concocting on her end to try to get back at her sister. But again, I totally think that Amp is capable of choosing his mom over Madam, but I don't think it will be an outright direct choice of like F Madam. It's going to be the little hurt boy wanting his mama so bad because he spent so many years of his life without a mom, And he's driven by that, and that is allowing him to be clouded and to be blinded by her actions and her missteps, even while Madam could be saying, you need to not trust her. We're totally going to see some scenes coming up where Aunt might reveal, like, I'm trying to give my mother a chance, and Madam, while trying to respect his relationship with his mother and respect him as a man, is also going to say, you need to not trust her. That hoe is slimy. You know what she did. You know who she is. Lepers don't change their spots. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Even in just thinking about that, y'all, I'm excited for that. I really didn't even register how much I enjoy when Aunt and Madam engage with one another, because this is, aside from like when she engages with Cadillac, when she engages with Aunt, aside from when she tried to kill him, y'all, she engages with him like true family. Like there's true love and respect there. Almost like he's a son, but of course he's a nephew, right? And she really does love him, and they have a really interesting rapport. So that's another reason why I decided to like make this video and talk about who would he choose, because I don't necessarily think it's going to be an easy choice. However, I think that the choice will pop up, whether directly or indirectly, most likely indirectly. But I would love to know what you think in the comment section down below. If presented with the choice directly, who do you think Amp is choosing? Do you think that Toni could coerce him to her side and he not know how he's betraying Madam and when he's betraying Madam? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I also have other videos exploring other storylines that I think are to come or could potentially pop up, like, is Dom pregnant? And that will definitely factor in. Like, if Dom is pregnant and we don't actually get the paternity conversation right away, Amp is going to assume that it's his. That is going to make him even more so want to cultivate a relationship with his mom, because he's going to want his kid to have a grandma, making it even more complicated. Madam is off her meds. I got a video talking about what life looks like with Madam off of her meds. And if she's acting erratically, that could push Amp away of like, I don't want the drama. I'm off drugs. I'm off alcohol. I done got down back. She is pregnant. I don't want no problems. Now he's distancing himself from Madam and getting closer to his mama. Y'all see how that works? All of this be working together, and we're talking about it all right here on Erica Vane TV. Aside from that, I got a video talking about, is it time for Blue to quit? Because Lord knows this PTSD is kicking her behind. Can Smoke take out the concierge? Because we have yet to see how Madam has utilized or is planning to utilize him with the concierge. Speaking of that, they are currently in the midst of a truce that they're supposed to maintain, but she already said that she was going to be making a call to Smoke. So is she going to be the one to break the truce, and how long is the truce going to last? I got a video to talk about that. Yes, if it is something to be talked about or uncovered or unpacked with all of the Queen's men, you know that your good sis E is talking about it right here on Erica Vane TV, and I cannot wait to continue to do so with you. I'm headed to the comment section right now to see what y'all got to say, and I'm going to see you in the next video.